Coming up on EagleVision News, we update you on the latest wildfire blazing through Los Angeles.
One of our reporters takes us inside Biola's annual conference.
And we share some fun fall ideas to get you ready for Halloween.
All this and more coming up on EagleVision News. Hello and welcome to our Halloween edition of EagleVision News. I'm Tori Apodaca.
And I'm Stacy Rasmussen, and we have a lot in store for tonight, including pumpkin carving. But first, your top stories. 3 dead and 8,000 acres affected in the Saddleridge fire. The first man killed in the fire was a civilian who experienced cardiac arrest while attempting to protect his home from the fire with a garden hose. Officials are unsure of the fire's initial cause, but the Santa Ana winds are responsible for its rapid growth. Officials have announced that the fire is 33% contained and have lifted evacuation orders. However, warnings about air quality remain, and locals are encouraged to stay indoors as much as possible.
Gymnast Simone Byus takes a record for world medals. 22-year-old Simone Byus reaches another milestone in her career with her performance at the 2019 World Artistic Gymnastics Championships. The superstar added to her medal collection, becoming the most decorated gymnast in world history, male or female. She now holds 25 medals, 19 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze. Byus broke the world record, earning medal number 24 on the beam, but she did not settle with this victory. It was a combination of her signature triple twisting double backflip move, named Byus 2, and her double layout with a half turn, named Byus, that earned her her 25th medal. She finished this historic outing a full point above all the other competitors. You can now walk on water in new Jesus shoes. The company Mischief released Nikes with water from the Jordan River inserted into the soles, and they sold out within minutes. Jesus shoes are sold for $1,400 per pair. Each pair has frankincense-scented insoles, a drop of blood on the shoe's tongue to represent Jesus, and water from the Jordan in the soles that is officially blessed by a priest. The company's website has a countdown to each release, with the next one set for October 22nd.
USDA recalls Taco Bell's seasoned beef. Federal regulators announced that they have recalled Taco Bell's seasoned beef in their tacos and burritos due to concerns that it could be contaminated with metal shavings. 3 customers complained about finding metal shavings in their meat, which prompted Taco Bell to remove the meat from 21 restaurants in the Midwest, Southeast, and Northeast. The recall affected 2.3 million pounds of beef, and Taco Bell believes that they have fixed the problem, and the USDA said that there have been no confirmed adverse reactions to the meat. Stagecoach lineup has been announced. The Stagecoach Festival that is set to take place in Indio, California on April 24th to the 26th announced the lineup this morning. The 3 headliners are Thomas Rhett, Carrie Underwood, and Eric Church. Other performers include Brett Young, Dan and Shay, John Party, and many more. Tickets go on sale on the website stagecoachfestival.com on October 19th at 11 a.m.
Classes were put on hold as students attended the 84th annual Tori Bible Conference this past week.
And our reporter Ashley Grams has the story.
Hi there. This morning students are streaming in as they get ready for Tori Conference, signing in with their cards at the door and getting ready to worship the Lord.
Biola University's own Tori Conference 2019 took over campus for 3 days beginning Wednesday, October 9th.
Which we looked upon and have touched with our hands concerning the word of life.
Pastor Jeremy Treat, a former Biola student, opened the conference Wednesday morning and continued to speak throughout it on the theme of the conference, Incarnate.
So the theme is Incarnate. How are we unpacking that?
Yeah, so we are unpacking our theme of Incarnate by looking at the 3 uses of this word. We're going to look at the noun. We have been looking at the noun, which is Jesus Christ, the incarnation. God became man. The adjective, which is kind of an embodied spirituality. How do we know the gospel in our heads, but have it translate into our hearts and our actions? And then thirdly, the verb. How do we incarnate God's love to those we interact with? So through the conference, through different sessions and our wellness walk, we are just exploring those 3 different ways of understanding Incarnate.
Students began waiting in line for the conference session, sometimes hours in advance, with a line snaking from Chase Gymnasium all the way back to the library.
Tori, I think, especially this year, is just really enlightening. It's kind of like a way to just spend the whole day with your friends, but also like go to these really cool breakout sessions and stuff like that, and grow in a way that's like different than classroom learning, but still really educational and informative. So.
The Torrey conference staff added some new amenities this year for attendees of the conference, which included 2 mural walls for Instagram photos. Christian singer-songwriter Matt Redman was a highlight for many Biola students during the conference as he led worship for some of the evening sessions.
My favorite session was definitely the breakout with Carrie Garcia because she really got me. There were a lot of key moments where I felt like she was speaking directly to me and the things that I was going through, which I think is really cool. So
this has been Ashley Graham's Biola University EagleVision News.
Los Angeles is home to dozens of live show tapings, and we have our reporters Bailey and Clarissa here to share about the trip that they won on The Ellen Show.
Thanks, Stacy. I had the opportunity to take my friend Clarissa to a resort in Cancun, Mexico after I won a trip being an audience member on The Ellen Show 12-day giveaway.
Going on this trip with Bailey was so much fun. Students are able to be on shows like this for free.
When Clarissa and I finally arrived in Cancun, we mainly relaxed while enjoying the view of palm trees and the sound of the ocean. The El Dorado Royale Resort by Charisma was beautiful and always fun with pool lounging and music. The resort was also full of life with activities like water volleyball, water polo, and water aerobics. The resort also hosted a free show every night.
These events included a Michael Jackson tribute, a fire and drums performance, and what they called a magic show. All the shows were catered and seating was first come, first serve. Bailey and I always arrived early to get a front row seat. Sadly, this trip came to an end fast, but thanks to Ellen DeGeneres, the memories will never fade.
That trip seriously sounds so fun. How did you guys actually, I mean, you said that you were an audience member, but how did you actually get the tickets? Because I want to do it.
Yeah, you know, I applied for tickets in January, or for January, but I applied like early November. But then they called me on a Friday and they're like, hey, can you come to the Ellen Show like this Monday for the 12-day giveaway? And I was like, of course, like, why not? But I actually applied for 2 tickets, but they said I could only have a ticket, so that was kind of a bummer, but I just went by myself, and it was super fun, but it was really just by chance that I got the 12-day giveaway, but you guys can apply for Ellen Show tickets on her website.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds so fun. I might be going to do that right after this.
Yeah.
Well, it also looked like the weather in Cancun was amazing, and
speaking of weather, we have Joey Is that Ron Burgundy we have over there?
Oh, I think it is.
Let's toss it to Ron to tell us the forecast for this week.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to the weather with me, Ron Burgundy. Yes, I'm not on the desk today. I've been demoted to weather, but that is okay. So we have the air is just not looking good here at all in Southern California. I'm obviously used to the San Diego weather, but the wildfires have been a real issue. And this weather is just not good. As we look at the actual temperature coming up here, we got 63 degrees in the morning, 82 in the afternoon, and then 63 at night. Looking pretty nice, not too cold, and it should be pretty temperate. We'll move on now. As because of this poor air quality, this is from the wildfires actually that have been going on, and these wildfires are intense, I will tell you. They are all over Southern California and even Northern California up by San Francisco. And it's just really causing some poor air quality. So now we'll look at the 7-day forecast here coming right up. On my right here, Tuesday should be 82. We'll warm up a lot tomorrow, all the way up to 87 degrees. That will be incredibly hot. Moving on in the week, it will be 76 degrees, and then it'll stay in the upper 70s for the next couple days, and then heating back up for Sunday, 85 degrees, and Monday next week should be 87. So, stay classy, Biola. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ron. Wow, who knew he was so good at doing the weather?
I know, maybe you should do it a little bit more often. But on a more serious note, a lot is going on in politics right now.
And our reporter Adam Piggott is here to give us a rundown of everything that's happening. Adam?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it is sanction season out in Eastern Europe right now. President Trump has imposed new sanctions on Turkey and also withdrew U.S. troops from northern Syria. He's facing serious criticism from his peers, including major Republicans such as Senator Lindsey Graham. Have a look at what he has to say.
I expect the American president to do what's in our national security interest. And it's never in our national security interest to abandon an ally who's helped us fight ISIS.
The sanctions are aimed at Turkey's defense and energy ministries and 3 senior Turkish officials, including the Interior Minister Süleyman Soylu. More political tension has also been present in Venezuela as of late. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro ordered a 275% increase in the monthly minimum wage on Monday. This marks the 3rd hike this year. The minimum wage is now 150,000 bolivars, which is equal to $8 American. Maduro is trying to avoid minimum wage hikes in order to suppress inflation. In our last political story of the day, we are taking a look at Ellen DeGeneres. She was recently criticized for appearing with George W. Bush at a Dallas Cowboys game.
Here's the thing. I'm friends with George Bush. In fact, I'm friends with a lot of people who don't share the same beliefs that I have. We're all different, and I think that we've forgotten that that's okay, that we're all different.
Despite the backlash from fans and other celebrities, there are some that stand by her. Recently, English singer and songwriter Elton John showed his support for her and said that people need to come together and respect other people's views on life.
It is honestly crazy how many people have been posting and commenting on Ellen DeGeneres with Bush.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. She's received a lot of backlash, but I think that Elton John brings up an excellent point in saying that we need to respect the fact that people have different opinions.
I think it's cool seeing like the support system from the media, like kind of both sides coming together on both ways to support and go against.
Yeah, it's definitely become a conversation.
Absolutely.
And I think a good one at that.
Thank you, Adam. Well, it's the middle of the semester, and some students are getting stressed out.
But Biola wanted to help and had many activities planned for Mental Health Awareness Week. Our reporter Bailey Bricky is taking us to some of those events. Bailey?
Mental illness, including anxiety disorders, are common in the world, but the highest rate is found in the United States. Biola University is honoring Mental Health Awareness Month this year at Tori Conference through different activities and speakers in their breakout sessions. Students had the opportunity to partake in a stress-relieving yoga session, and this is what one student helper had to say about Biola honoring this month.
Everyone has mental health but not have mental issues, and I think people get those two confused. But I think when we kind of like ignore those or let go of those negative stigmas and start taking care of ourselves on a mental aspect, I think every other aspect is also going to start colliding physically, spiritually, and stuff like that. So I think it's like a really good step in the right direction is what I look very happy for.
These breakup sessions included the beauty of sleep, cultivating self-care, managing emotion, and meditation.
Continue to breathe deeply in through my nose. Exhale slowly. Breathing in deeply. Exhale slowly. And then I start to think of all the things I ought to be doing. My to-do list.
Throughout the day, they also offered sleep kits, stress tests, and a puppy patch for students to enjoy. This has been Bailey Bricky with EagleVision News.
Halloween is a little less than 2 weeks away, and we want to give you guys some ideas for easy Halloween costumes.
We also wanted to do something a little fun and have a pumpkin carving competition.
Yes, so we have Bailey, Clarissa, and Joey here with us to show you guys some of their great costume ideas.
And me and Tori are going to battle it out carving these pumpkins. So let's get started.
Yeah, so I'm obviously a Starbucks Frappuccino, as you can tell. You know, you just put some brown bags around you and a little Starbucks thing, and then we got our, not our paper straw, our plastic straw with some whipped cream, and you're a Starbucks Frappuccino. Super easy, super cheap for those college students, so yeah.
I'm actually surprised I'm not on that costume over there. My picture isn't on there. You want to tell us about your costume?
Yeah, so something Ron forgot to mention during his weather forecast is that it is raining men.
Yes!
So we got
Hallelujah.
great men here. Somewhere on here is Dr. Barry Corey, and
Oh, wait.
he is
Just the most loved man
he's
on
right
campus.
here, guys.
Look at that.
Okay, ready? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Can you see it?
So what do you What'd you make?
Thank you. So I wanted to represent EagleVision well, so I went with our classic EV logo. You know,
Yeah.
could have been a little straighter maybe, but you know.
Yeah, I was just going for the classic little like ghost face.
Oh, I'm dead. My
you
fingers
know?
can just
like the little you know,
the emoji.
Yeah, the emoji. Or
What do you guys think?
Whatever.
It's good.
I think they both look great.
But it's okay.
The mouse not centered. He just
It's not.
Okay, but it's okay.
That's okay.
Well,
It looks good though. It looks
maybe our viewers can let us know in the comments which one they think is the best.
good. And which costume is the best out of
True.
these two
Yes.
costumes?
Yes.
So that's all we have for you this week on EagleVision News. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Biola EV on YouTube. See you next time on EagleVision News.
Stay classy, Biola.
Stay classy.